14 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Number 86.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
49ers.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Bills 6, 49ers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bills 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Now Allen.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The tackle by...
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 7. And the
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Allen. receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Buffalo.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Dancing to his left. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
First and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
The extra point is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
6 yards. It's second down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
47 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Mostert.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Garoppolo on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
49er first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
To Dawson Knox.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 34. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now
A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. Going down one score, punt it, let your defense pick you up.
And, oh, off the crossbar, no good. A A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperate.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Niners 24, Bills 9.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Allen's throw is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing now is Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, that's complete, right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. And again, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the 49...